any other questions about real estate or
Can I
finance?
say something?
Yeah.
Quickly. One of the things that I've observed is has anyone here not been affected by the economic crisis? Okay, no hands went up. All right, so in that, we as the body of Christ, we have prayed for God to reveal unrighteousness in this country. And then guess what? He did. He hit our finances. You see, back when I was with Merrill Lynch back in 89 through 91, we started selling derivatives. We started coming up with all kinds of what I call funny money. They just fabricated something out of the air. And so there was no substance to it. You took basic fundamentals and you destroyed it. And then you sold that as a potential profit center, not only for the firm, but also to the individual investors. And the individual investors, they were sold a bill of goods. And so today, that God waited for a season for that to come to fullness of time, and then he revealed it and let it collapse. And that's what has happened. So now, we as believers, some are upset about this condition, but it's a condition that we've been praying for it to be revealed and for God to bring it down. And it's like Elijah, he's the one who called the rain to stop and created drought in the land. And he had the answer, but he didn't. He went through the drought until it was time for him to call down the rain. And then the drought was over. But there were things that God was doing during that drought. There's also another example of Isaac. Isaac, in a year of famine, sowed in the famine and reaped during the famine 100-fold. So I believe for us is that we need to focus in on what God is doing during this time and be praying with his will to be done in this economic crisis. And then at the same time, though, he will give each and every one of you opportunities. He will identify those opportunities for you to be able to sow into and reap that 100-fold, just like Isaac did. And so, we as the body, we're supposed to have the answers. We're supposed to have the answers for the world. They're supposed to come to us. And so I think we need to shift, and not necessarily everybody in this room, but as the body as a whole, we need to shift our thinking and start seeing things from a kingdom perspective and start identifying the opportunities and identifying and praying along with what God's will is during this time. And so in that, and what I'll say is that for like my partner and myself and then some other businesses we've been having the best years that the last 2 years have been great for us because of positioning on opportunity. And so it's like I'm going to prophetically say out there, declare that over the body, those opportunities are in there, but we have to focus in and tap into what the Lord is saying for us to do. So I'm trying to encourage you to do that. So,
yeah, I mean, like the sons of Issachar, they knew the signs of the times. So.
Right. So we should be rejoicing that unrighteousness has been revealed. See, we should be celebrating. Now, yes, there are people that are hurting. Yes, they are. But God is revealing that unrighteousness. And now, let's get it turned back to the way that it should go from this biblical approach. And in real estate, it's the fundamentals. You stick with the fundamentals in real estate. And the opportunities are there. We just were offered a office building that we looked at 2 years ago. They wanted $5.2 million for it. 2 weeks ago, they offered that same building to us with the same tenant base for $1.5 million. Now we're seriously considering that one. And we're going to do it all cash. So it's that positioning. So I say position yourselves, to be ready, that when God brings the opportunities, that you're ready to take them, those Kairos moments.